Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to set your protein first because that is the most important macro when it comes to your body composition, and it's also the hardest that most people seem to get in. So I already logged in. I guess preface, excuse me for the hoarse voice, but alright, so I already logged in. My breakfast that I ate this morning and what I'm going to have tonight at the gym or after the gym as my post workout. Okay, so meal one, or what I had for breakfast, was just some optimum nutrition cake bites, which are really good, and a pack of almonds. And I'm having a black coffee, so I don't track the coffee obviously because it's a 0 calorie beverage. Post workout, I know that I'm going to have 60 grams weighed of my Quattro protein powder. And I'm going to have one pack of Maynard's. They're pretty much Sour Patch Kids, but Sour Patch jelly beans. So, if you look right here, that total with what I've included is 79 grams of protein, 92 grams of carbs, 31 grams of fat. Now, you're going to see the total that's already been taken and what my goal is. So, my goal is 220 grams of protein, 180 grams of carbs, and 60 grams of fat. Now, the reason why my protein is high is because I have a lot more lean mass and I am leaner, relatively lean already. And I'm just going through a quick mini cut for about 8 weeks. So keep the protein high, maintain as much mass as you can, and let the rest happen between your carbs and fat. So, like I said, the whole goal here is to set protein at least for the day so that you can play around with your carbs and fats later, but you know for sure you're going to get your protein. So, we're going to go to add food. Now, a lot of this stuff, so like, all right, it'll say recent. I eat a lot of the same foods. So, you're going to find this pretty much, what you'll find out is that a lot of the same foods you eat will show up in your recent and obviously frequent. Um, You have My Foods, which is stuff that I've put in manually, which you can as well. You can put meals together, so you don't even have to enter them again. So actually, I'll do this one first. For meal two, I'm gonna have spaghetti with chicken and marinara. I already know that's 79 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fat, 64 grams of protein. That is gonna go right into meal two. Now I'm gonna go here. I've got a crap ton of protein and a crap ton of fat left. So that might not be the wisest of choices. Or what I can do is um, eliminate some of the carb. Actually, what I will do is I will just eliminate the carbs from that meal, and I'll play around with it later. Um, Hold on, let me just put that on so I don't get any just disturbances. All right. So let's just delete that and let's delete the pasta. So right now, let's just say we're going to do 150 grams of chicken breast. Now, I also have salmon. Salmon cooked is going to be about, I'm going to put down 215 grams. Boom. Let's see where we're at right now. So we've got 80 grams. We're at 180 protein, 92 grams of carbs, and 53 grams of fat. Now, I don't have much fat left. I don't even have that much protein left. So that's fine. What I can do is I can increase this. And now we're at 36 grams. Now, the reason why I'm leaving that much left is because when I have things like rice or whole wheat pasta, bread, whatever the case may be, they also have high trace proteins. If I, especially if I have beans, um, legumes are, you know, kidney beans, red beans, um, black beans. A lot of them are high in trace proteins. That's why vegetarians, they do well with that because they're getting the carbs, but they're also getting their proteins from that. So the rest of my choices today are going to be pretty low fat and pretty high carb, and with minimal trace protein. Now that's just a preliminary day, right? So I've set it right now, and I'm not going to have to do too much later to try to figure out how to fit the rest of my macros. So if I know that I need to get 220 grams of protein, I have 36 left for the day, and that will probably get eaten up by beans and pasta and rice or whatever else I decide to have. Same thing with carbohydrates. I'll probably have a lot more fruit and some vegetables, and that'll bring my carbohydrates up. And um, maybe I decide to have, I don't know, a mochaccino or something like that with non-fat milk right now, at Starbucks. You know what I mean? Just like there's different things you can do. And with fat, like I said, I have very low fat. So my goal is really not to have any more fat than what I've already planned in my meals. Now, what that also could mean is because salmon is a fatty, if you see there's 17 grams of fat in this, this cooked portion, what I could do is I can actually just drop it. Boom. So now that I'm at 174 grams of protein and I have 10 grams of fat left, and then I can play around with that. Maybe I can have a little bit more protein powder during post workout. There is almost infinite amount of ways to play around with this. But start with that. Start with getting your protein done, and if you have an idea of what you're going to eat, or if you've already eaten, and make sure you log it, and then just continue on with the rest of your day. Carbohydrate sources, like I said, again, are fruits, vegetables, pastas, breads, um, candy, snacks, chips, whatever. Fats, a lot more oily things, coconut oil, olive oil, nuts. Um, and then with the protein sources, yeah, you have your chicken, your lean meats, your protein powders, your eggs, etc., etc. So hopefully this helps. And if you have any questions, let me know. Coach Lou, Major Gains, we signing out.